Leftists believe that you
why
are
do
not smart
leftists
enough.
always call the rights fascist then?
Because they're stupid. And they have to. Because they have to deflect off of their own idiocy and their own fascism. Fascism, fascism is the state controls everything. Okay? Fascist was Italy and Germany in World War II, right? The Mussolini and Hitler, they were fascists. Hitler was the leader of the National Socialist Party. Socialist, if you read the platform of the Nazis, it looks a lot like the Democrats. Because they're like, workers need to control the companies, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And I will make those comparisons later on. But Google, these social justice douchebags, literally sat there and changed the definition of a word. Merriam-Webster has had the term fascist and fascism in it for a very long time. The definition of fascism has never changed. It is total control of the government over corporations and the means of production. Very similar to socialism and communism. They're the same thing. The government has total control over everything. That's what it is. Now, somebody, Google, come to find out, Google changed the definition of fascism to go the right-wing ideology of the total control. They added right-wing to make it so, leftists aren't fascists. No, leftists literally want to control every aspect of your life. Every aspect of your life. Period. They don't believe that you have the right to do anything. They don't believe you have the right to freedom. They don't believe in freedom. They hate the idea of liberty. They hate the idea of freedom. That's why they hated the idea of ending slavery back in the 1860s. That's why they loved the idea of the Great Society by LBJ, putting all these people in welfare, in chains, to keep them in control, to keep them voting for Democrats. Because guess what? Who you going to vote for? The guy paying your meal ticket, right? Yes. And the Democrats know that. They know that the only way that they can stay in power is by going, you need us. You need us to take care of you because you can't take care of yourself. Whereas conservatives go, no, take care of yourself. Period. The Constitution says the government is supposed to do this, not all this extra crap.
It's almost like an abusive relationship.
100%. 100%. It is the same party, but a different plantation. That's what the Democrats are. And so many people go, you know what? I don't care about politics. I don't care about, any of this stuff. I don't care about the current events. Somebody told me that Republicans are being mean. And so screw Republicans. I'm going to vote for Democrats because Democrats care about the poor people and Republicans don't. So they hear that and they go, well, yeah, obviously I'm going to go ahead and do this. But they don't tell them that the Republicans are going, no, we don't. We do care about poor people. We want them to have jobs and be productive members of society. We don't want to feed them forever.
Right. And that's why, before all this started happening, why wasn't our unemployment rate
record low?
Low.
Never, ever, ever has it ever been this low. Black unemployment rate, super low. Hispanic unemployment, record low. Women's unemployment rate, record low. Unemployment was at record lows all across the board.
Because we're trying to help the person.
Because we are creating jobs. Conservatives are sitting there going, we are going to create jobs. We're going to create trade to make it, we're going to open up the free market a little bit. Now, there's a lot of stuff we got to do. Trump has, no president has ever rolled back as many regulations and red tape as Trump. There is no reason for all this red tape and regulations that we have in this country. You cannot even build a 12 by 12 shed in your yard without a permit. It's your yard. You can't dig a lake. You can't dig a pond in your yard without a permit. You have no freedom in this country because of leftist pieces of crap sitting there going, screw your freedom. We need to control your life. And yet people can still sit there today and go, I don't care about politics. Even though they're not getting their relief checks, they're not able to afford to get tabs on their car because some idiot in King County sat there and said, no, we don't want that $30 tabs that everybody voted for that passed in the ballot box. We need to keep it so it's expensive and only give credits to the people with the Prius and screw the guy in the truck and the semi. We need to make him pay $500 because he's bad for the environment. But the people voted for $30 tabs. But people are, and back in the day when we had those $30 tabs, everybody loved it. It was amazing. $30, boom, done. But now people are going, man, it's super expensive to get tabs on my car now. But they didn't vote, so how can they complain? Because they sit there and they go, even Democrats do it all the time. Democrats always sit there and complain, but they keep voting for the same people. They're insane. They're insane. They keep doing the exact same thing and expecting a different result. They're nuts because they keep voting for Democrats. Trump has been sitting there trying to close the border. Republicans and conservatives have been trying to close the border for how long now? And now all of a sudden, COVID-19 shows up and it's silent, right? Build that wall.
Right.
Build that wall. Close that border.
Because somebody now has a dog in the fight.
Exactly. And people who sit there and say, I don't care about politics. I don't care about taking that 5 minutes out of my day to look at the news and the political section and go, oh, Democrats stopped the relief bill twice. And they said that their main reason was because it was a corporate bailout. That's weird. And so how about I go look at another source and see what that one says? Maybe, I read that on CNN. So how about I go look at Fox, an opposing view, and see what that is? Oh, wow. Fox is sitting there and they have the whole thing written out. And they go, you can read it for yourself. And they go, oh, wow, Democrats wanted this, and this. And they said no. So that's why they cried and said, oh, wait a second. You mean that's not a bailout? It's a loan to corporations? Do your own research. But people are too lazy. They're too
100%.
It doesn't have anything to do with me, man.
100%.
It's all of a sudden you're not allowed out of your house. Because,
and now you can't. Yeah.
Right? And that's why politics matters. You're not allowed out of your house. You can't go to work because your work is shut down. All of a sudden, you can't pay your rent. Right. And you can't pay your electricity bill or anything. You can't even put food on your table because you are broke. And yet, Democrats are playing politics, which you should have been paying attention to when you voted for these idiots.
Right.
And are trying to put all these special interest garbage into a bill that has nothing to do with any of the crap that they're talking about. It has everything to do with helping the American people. And yet, I will guarantee you that some of these Democrats are going to be reelected again by the same people who are sitting there crying and suffering today when they could be, getting a little relief.
Paying their bills.
Paying their bills. And that is why politics matter. That is why people need to understand and pay attention to politics.